Hey guys, this is Call of Duty Owning 123, and I'm back with part 2 of my Ascension Round 50 strategy guide in solo mode on Black Ops Zombies. Where we left off, I was at round 12, or what will now be round 13, and I'd just been hitting the box a bit, and it's now monkeys. So I kind of shat myself a bit here, but that's alright. Because this was the first round that I had to protect all 3 of my perks. If you remember last time, I got Stamina Up as my free perk, so that one is protected. Actually, no, it won't be protected because I opened the door through to there. So Stamina Up's being taken, but that's not a worry, because I can easily go and buy that perk again. Juggernog is the one that I really want to keep, as well as Quick Revive, so if I don't mind just waiting in this bit here, so I can protect the monkeys when they come for Juggernog now, and then when they go for Quick Revive downstairs, which they are now, and I'm not sure why I'm not going and getting it, because I'm probably just a bit of an idiot. Yeah, look, here I realise that they're taking Quick Revive, and I decide to come back down. So yeah, I let Stamina Up get taken, and that's really fine with me, to be honest. I can go and get it. Now, I know that the quickest route to where Quick Revive and Juggernog are is up these bottom stairs here. They will, as long as Stamina Up is the only other perk that you have, they will only come from downstairs, and they will not come from above. So, I always make sure that I'm just watching this stairs, because I won't worry about them coming from above. Here I'm using the Thunder Gun because I want to use up all of its ammo because it's fun. But to be honest, it's actually a 2-shot kill on monkeys, which is surprising, I know. But if you look, it takes a relatively long time to kill them. Bearing in mind you've got to reload. And the best gun for monkeys is Ray Gun, hands down. You can argue whatever you want, but you'll be wrong. Ray Gun is the best gun for monkeys. I don't have it right now because I don't need it till later on in the later rounds, 20s, 30s. I'm just using the RPK. Normally I wouldn't use an LMG because it's quite chunky, quite heavy, but to be honest, at that time I was just quite happy to get it out of the box, and I really love this gun, so I'll keep it. Normally I'd probably go at this point for either a Commando or an AUG, which I had both of last part, if you remember. But, you know, it didn't really fuss me because I had all the perks I wanted, and I don't know why I'm running around with the RPK. I really should be running around with a Thunder Gun because it's light. Look, I get hit so many times here. Part of that's because I don't have Stamina Up, which gets quite useful, especially later rounds, but at the early rounds it doesn't really matter too much. And yeah, I really should be using the Thunder Gun right now. Here, to be honest, I was just trying to spray them to get maximum points so that I could try and get the ray gun and get my perks back. And also I was trying to keep some crawlers, because normally at the end of each wave I leave a couple of crawlers so that if it is the end of the round, then it's alright, I have crawlers. But if it's not the end of the round, it's just the end of the wave, then the zombies will start coming even when I have crawlers down, so I know that it's not the end of the round yet. Of course, I won't leave the original crawlers. Like, say if there was another wave after the one that's coming at me now, I wouldn't leave these crawlers that are in the middle here, because they will despawn eventually and respawn as proper zombies. So I would just shoot them all. Get an insta-kill here, which is pretty nice. I just, at this point, I only knife if there's a couple of them left, and yeah, I really think that it's not worth knifing at this stage with an insta-kill, because it's quite dangerous, because when you lunge in to knife them, they can lunge at you and take a double tap hit at you. So yeah, I just spray them and try and get some points, just spraying them with my gun. Obviously I don't fire like full mags into each of them, I just fire all of the group. Here, I think I tried for the ray gun. I got the Dragonov, which really sucks. But I wanted to pump through the rounds, get through them as fast as I could. So I decided to, not to try at the box, I think. Just like repeatedly and get to a high round before I did that. So I've got 11 rounds in my thunder gun. That will do me now, because with the strategy... Oh, sorry about that pause. With the strategy that I use, the thunder gun is pretty crucial. Because at the end of each wave, you just basically huddle them into a massive group. Then you blast them all with one shot of the thunder gun. But the thing is that after, like, the main way... Sorry, this is really hard to explain, but basically... Okay, let me start from the beginning. Space monkeys are the only way of giving you a max ammo if you're using thunder gun as your main weapon when you're running the rape trains. Because the thunder gun, when you kill the zombies, it does not drop a power-up. Therefore, you've got to use your ammo, like, efficiently between the monkey rounds. So, like, don't spam it all in one round, because you've got to think about how many waves there are going to be between each monkey round, and therefore work out how, like, whether you need to spray them with your other gun first. So yeah, that I find that that's quite a good way of doing this strategy, because otherwise you can really run out of ammo. So when you get to the later rounds, probably around 20-30, you're going to want to pack punch the thunder gun, purely because it has way more ammo. You get like 24 instead of 12. So as you can see there, I just blasted them away. Completely smashed them. So yeah, we've had a bit of strategy now, and it's coming into like the same thing going over and over. So I want to talk about some other bits for the moment. First of all, I know that I've done an entirely different video. I'll put the link either in this video or you can just go to my channel. Talking about the 4th Black Ops Zombie map pack. Oh, I got down there. My bad. Yeah, the 4th zombie map pack. It's called Resurrection with a Z or a Z. And basically what it is, it's an entire zombie map pack. There is no multiplayer maps in there at all. I've already done a video on this, but this is the first time that I'm announced it properly in one of my other videos. So it looks actually insane. You get 5 maps as usual. You get the original 4 World at War maps, so Nacht der Untoten, Zombie Verrückt, Shinonuma, and Der Ries. And those have been completely remastered for the Black Ops engine, better graphics, more weapons. It's just a lot better. So that I'm really looking forward to playing all those maps. And the last map that you get is called Moon. That's right, a zombie map on the moon in space. In that video I've explained more specific details about it. So like, there's a new weapon called the wave gun, which looks like 2 ray guns stuck together, but I don't know whether it's when you pack a punch or whether it's a button that you can press, but you can pull them apart and have dual. So those look insane. Then there's a quantum entanglement device, which is basically just a massive cluster bomb, which I haven't seen in detail, but that's what it looks like from the trailer. There's going to be changing gravity in different places. Check out the trailer. Again, I'll put the link somewhere if it's not already on my channel. But yeah, that looks like a really interesting map. It looks like it could be very frustrating with the gravity and doesn't follow the regular zombie style. So I don't know whether that would give it much of a playthrough value, but we'll see. It should have a good Easter egg, which I'm gonna actually crack this time. I don't like doing Easter eggs. The thing that put me off doing the Shangri-La one is because it's 4-player, and it's quite hard getting 4 players together to do all of that stuff for the amount of time that you need them there for. So that's what put me off doing that one. Hopefully this one will be a bit better and you can do it in solo. What I'm doing now, if you've been watching in the background, you're probably getting really bored by now. But what I'm doing is I'm going to activate the Pack-a-Punch machine. For those of you that don't know how to do it for some peculiar reason, you have to use all of the lunar landers except the one at the starting room, I believe. So the one down here by Stamina Up and where my where the box is at the moment for me, there's one in the room to my right, which I think I'll show you. Yeah, it's through here. Again, I was just trying the box because it was there. Claymores are on my right. Then you come up here. The box can spawn to my left, and I call in the lander. This is the lunar lander C or D, one of the two. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that to come. You let the lunar lander land. A bit of a tongue twister there for you. I like to hear you guys say that when drunk. Let the lunar lander land. So I'm going to use that. This is the second one that I've activated, because if you remember, I used the one in the place where I've been running my circle rape train to get back to the middle room, and then I ran from the middle room up to here, where I'm on this one, and I will land back in the circle room, or the beginning room, where you always start. You always come back here after you've done it. But yeah, on the walls or on the ceiling there, you could see that there's kind of like a rocket shape with 2 green sections of it filled. That means that I've used 2 of the lunar landers out of 3. So I need to go and unlock the 3rd one, which I will go and do now. Or no, I won't. I'll go and do it next round. And then once you've done all 3 of them, as you'll see a bit later, you have to go up to where the box originally spawns. Sorry if you can't understand this, you'll see it later when I actually do it. Then next to the power switch, there's a console that you have to press square for, and it basically launches the rocket, because the Pack-a-Punch room is underneath the rocket. So the rocket launches, and if you have a ray gun, or I can't remember what other weapons do it, but definitely the ray gun, then you can fire at the rocket while it's taking off. Sorry about that. I was getting distracted by myself getting down there. I was like, no, I swear I don't get down here. But my trusty thunder gun comes out to save the day. But yeah, you can shoot at the rocket and it will blow up in midair, which is, I don't know if I'd do it here or not. I know I've done it in multiplayer loads of times, but I probably do it here, can't remember. So I'm going to do that a bit later. The back there, as well as right here, is those moments where as soon as you run through this section of the circle, you always like get caught up sometimes. Every so often the pattern of your running will get you caught up, so you always got to have your thunder gun out just to blast them away. It doesn't matter if you lose ammo. Losing ammo is more important, or more important like than surviving. Or there, sorry, that was completely messed up. Losing ammo is basically worth it if you can still survive. Made quite a few crawlers here, and I'm not sure why, because this isn't the end of the round. But oh well, I just did it because I think I'm trying to get a power up, either on max ammo or something like that, because monkeys won't be for another few rounds. Like, it's either the round after next or the round after that. I don't think it's next round, it might be, but I didn't think so, no. So yeah, the zombies are still spawning, and since I've got all these crawlers, I'm going to try and round them up into one big group, then get them into line with the crawlers and blow everyone away at the same time. This might not be the best for getting points, because you aren't spraying them, but as you run around, you may as well spray them. I just choose not to, because I'm kind of low on ammo at the moment. But you still get 50 points per kill, so 24 zombies in a wave at 50 points a kill. If you kill all of them, then you will get 1,200 points, is it? 1,200 points per wave. At this point there's normally 2 or 3 waves, so you're thinking about, yeah, 2,000 to 3,000 points per round. If you spray on top of that, you're getting 3,000 to 4,000 points a round, which is enough to have like 2 goes at the box, enough to buy a perk if you've Lost one. Here I've got 9,100, 200, 350 points. So I'm just gonna leave these crawlers and go and crack the box, I think. Or do I get stamina up? One of the two. Yeah, I think I'll go and get the box, because at this point I'm so low on ammo that I know that I need to switch it out for a ray gun or an HK-21 or a good assault rifle. The nice thing about this bit down here is that on the wall to my left there's an AK-74U. That is my backup gun. If I'm low on points and I don't want to try my luck at the box, I always get the AK-74U purely because it's the best, in my opinion. You might just like troll me and go, oh no it isn't, whatever, but in my opinion the AK-74U is the best SMG in zombies. Again, it's up to you, but yeah, that's what I think. Round 16, we're doing quite well here. At this point I knew that I was going to do quite well, and I was just thinking about what kind of video I was going to do. But yeah, I had no idea how far I was going to get, whether I was going to get to round 20, round 25. Round 26 is the highest that I'd ever got in a zombies match before. And then I got to round 43 here, and that was just insane. I was really, really happy with that. But by that time it gets so boring that you almost want to down. I mean, you can play zombies fun, but you won't go far. If you really want to survive, just do the same strategy and over and over and over. Play for a bit, pause it, have a break, play again. But you can have fun running around the map, trying out different guns that you don't normally use, etc, etc. Which is what I do for a bit here. I mean, the beginning 10-15 rounds are always like that. But, when it gets to later rounds, you can get quite bored. What I'm doing here is, I've lost Quick Revive, but I've still got the perk, which means that the monkeys will not go after Quick Revive, so I will only... Oh, sorry about that. Don't know why there's a green screen there. But yeah, the monkeys will not go after Quick Revive, but I'll still have the perk, which is really, really, really awesome. It means that I won't... that if I get downed, I won't be able to actually get Quick Revive again, but it means that I can concentrate all my claymores and my efforts on protecting stamina up while I personally protect Jugger. I get a pistol here, it's really pissing me off, and I start raging, which is quite funny. But I've got my 3 perks. I don't know whether I decide to continue. Yeah, I do decide to continue, and I have no idea why, seeing as I'm stupidly low on ammo. But oh well. Perhaps I go and try again next round. Like I just said, I was putting claymores down by where stamina up is. That didn't work. I mean, I don't know whether it's because I put them in the wrong positions or whether I didn't have enough of them, but it didn't work. I've seen other YouTubers do it where they just put a ton of claymores around it and they can protect it, but that doesn't work for me. But later on, you have enough points to be able to afford that 2,000 every 3 rounds. In fact, you're looking for stuff to spend it on, because I'm not going to buy another perk. I can't see the point, really. I mean, it's just another perk that you're going to have to go and buy again, but that's just how I play this game. I know the PhD was right there, and I could have easily afforded to get it, but I didn't, because I didn't really want to use up one of my perk slots in case... say I got to a round and I found that I was really struggling with the reload on a gun and I wanted to go and get sleight of hand or speed cola, then that's what I do. But, or say, what's another perk? I don't know. Say there's another perk where I was struggling with a certain aspect and I needed to go and get that perk. Then if I'd already bought PhD Flopper, then all of my perk spaces would have been filled up. Which is a shame. Round 17, and I'm just killing all the zombies again, and just really doing exactly the same strategy. I haven't really given you a proper like talk through of the strategy, but so I'll do it now. What I do is I have the thunder gun is pretty much a requirement for the main strategy, but you can do it with other weapons if you really want, or you want to try experimenting, but it works best with the thunder gun. For the other weapon, you either want the ray gun, which is preferable for the next few rounds, like the later rounds, or you can do it with any good automatic weapon. I wouldn't recommend doing it with anything other than a good automatic weapon or the ray gun, but again, you can experiment. And you literally run them around here. You dodge through gaps that you see. So say you see a gap in the zombies, you sprint through there. Then you don't run, but you walk around the perimeter of this circle area, just rounding the zombies up into their full wave of 24, and then hitting them all with a thunder gun until they all just get blown away. See, as you can see there, I started sprinting, and the reason why you don't sprint is because zombies will not catch you even if you walk. Even if you walk, they cannot catch you unless you get hit by an obstacle. So if you sprint, then they choose an alternative route to go, and they can block you in from both sides. So you'll be going so far ahead that their route will change and you'll get blocked in. So you can watch and you can pretty much guess what I'm doing here, but it's always good to run this. I've explained in the previous video some tips and tricks you can do with the different entrances, and it's quite easy, to be honest. It doesn't take a lot of skill to do this strategy. You can adopt it in any way you want. In fact, you can adopt this strategy in a number of places around the map. You can do it down by where the claymores are and stamina up is, where the lunar lander, you can run up, jump off the ledge and run the circle there. You can go to the pack-a-punch room and do it there. That's really easy. You can do it where I'm doing it. You can do it in the starting room, but that's a bit harder. But it's really easy, and it gets so boring so quickly. But this is what you want to do if you're going to get to high rounds. This is what Yurt Slayer does. This is what Syndicate does. All the big zombie players. That's really where I developed my strategy from. Got a couple of minutes left, so I'm presuming there's going to be one or two more parts. The next part will probably just be the same strategy over and over and over, with the occasional visit to the box and the pack-a-punch machine. So I'll have to think of some stuff to say apart from what I'm actually doing at the time. But yeah. The one after that, I'm not going to show all of my playthrough to round 43 because that's tedious for you and boring for me. So I'll probably get to about round 30 and then I'll skip through to my final 2 rounds. Just so that you can see how it ended and why I got so bored. What I'm doing here is I'm activating the last Pack-a-Punch lunar lander. So I call the lander over to here. The sickle is on the board next to it. It's the room up where the box can spawn Lunar Lander B. And I'm just waiting till it's refueled. And yeah. If you look over the edge, this is the same map as the campaign mission Executive Order. Where I was just looking down there, you run along those railings with Woods and the others, and you actually see that rocket. Well, not that exact rocket, but another rocket like it, and this whole facility is there, which is quite interesting. It was based around the map, but it's just I mean, if you go back up where I was and you look out, then you can see from the campaign. If you look up there, the announcer's just made an announcement. The launch requires authorization. I now have all 3 of the sections turned green, which means I've activated all the lunar landers, and I run up to the very top room, the beginning room where the box is, right to the top, and as you can see, there's the power switch on my left, and here, press and hold square to activate the launch sequence. You do that, and the rocket takes off. 3, 2, 1, and lift off. If you have a ray gun, like I said, I don't know what other weapons it will work with, but if you shoot at it, then it will blow up after a couple of shots. I don't do that this time. I let it blast off into space. And underneath that rocket, where the rocket was, is the Pack-a-Punch machine. So yeah, we're coming towards the end of part 2. I'll be back with part 3 as soon as possible. So yeah, that should be pretty good. I'm sorry if I don't get them all out quite on as time as you want me to, but I'll get them out as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more COD videos.